Hey, good morning. Good morning. It's 4 o'clock, 4:30 a.m. On my way to the gym right now. I was listening to something. A gentleman by the name of A.L. Williams. A.L. Williams had started out as a high school football player, turned into assistant head coach to a head coach of championship caliber college teams. And then he went on to work for an insurance company. A.L. Williams ended up moving on to a company called A.L. Williams, which eventually turned into Prime America. At the time when they came out, they were very small. And they knew that in order to level up or get to a higher level, they needed to make sure that they set their eyes on the highest possible point of competition. Similar to a climber who wishes to reach the ultimate height in life, he's going to climb the highest peak of a mountain. And at the time, they knew it was Prudential. Prudential was the biggest insurance provider of life, health insurance at the time, 1980s, 1990s. And they went after him with a tenacity and full understanding, knowing that failure was not uh, failure was not going to happen. They knew that all they needed to do was model what this other company had did. And what sticks out to me most while listening to this conversation was why people fail to reach high and far, and why people would rather hold somebody else back who wants to reach high and far, or discourage them. It's because people don't believe. They don't believe in themselves. They don't believe in anything outside of themselves. All they believe is what they were told and taught all their life. If mama wasn't shit, daddy wasn't shit, I ain't gonna be shit. Period. Know why people don't read? They don't believe they'll make a change in their life. You know why people won't pray? Because they don't believe it'll make a change in their life. You know why people won't work out or exercise? Because they don't think it will make a change in their life. But there's an asterisk after I say make a change in your life. They don't believe it will happen right now. Too many fast food mentalities. Just give it to me now. I remember TD Jake saying that you asking for something, you can't even handle what you're dealing with right now. You want $1 million, but you don't even know where your $300-400 check goes to every week. And you think you're going to be able to deal with more money. You want a better car, but you won't even take the car you have right now to the car wash and clean it out and vacuum it and spend the $3 to get it washed outside. What you think's going to happen when you have a $20,000 paint job on a $100,000 car that's starting to deteriorate because you don't know how to take care of it? That pretty much means that your $100,000 car goes right back to what you were. People won't make these changes because they don't believe that they'll work. We want things so fast, we want them now, that we won't even start unless we have a promise that what we're looking for is going to be delivered, as if it was a phone you were ordering from T-Mobile that said it'll be on your doorstep at 12 o'clock noon on Wednesday. It amazes me how we make plans for our life in the same fashion we make plans for what it is that we're going to eat for dinner. And the preparation is just the same. Life is so much more valuable than anything that we can actually claim or name right now. And yet you would think that doing the work to make that come to fruition, if it was 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, wouldn't be too much to ask. We won't read. We won't pray. We won't exercise. We won't say nothing nice. We won't try to uplift somebody else without secretly hoping that they fail so that we feel better about ourselves. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I was talking to my wife yesterday and I told her, I'm tired. I said, I'm tired. It feels like I've been fighting. All my 38 years, I've been fighting. With minimal support. Minimal. But I told her, don't worry about me. I'm going to pull through. We going to make it. Ain't nothing going to stop that. See, I could have stayed in a pity party. But that ain't where I'm trying to have my party at. At the top. At the top. Because you won't read the books, you'll never know what the successful people do. And I'll have an advantage. Because you won't pray to God, because you think it doesn't work, I talk directly to him and he delivers. When he knows I'm ready, I have the advantage. Because you won't exercise, you're physically at a disadvantage. I'll run circles around you. And I'll keep going. And I'll keep improving. But what I do doesn't do anything for you. I'm just an example of what can be done. 10 years in prison. The majority of my juvenile life in and out of juvenile facilities. I look back and I don't think it was because I was a bad kid. Honestly. I think I had a chip on my shoulder. I just feel like that's the route that was intended for my life to go down. Think about it. What are you willing to do today to help the rest of your life and generations to come? Because your kids are watching you and they're going to do what you do. And if you ain't doing shit, it's a good chance they ain't going to do shit. And God forbid they got to be put away in a facility so they can get away from your ass and get around somebody who might show them some common sense. Take that to the bank. Stay blessed.